If your tank water heater's over 8 years old, you may be sitting on a ticking time bomb. It could start leaking without warning, causing far more damage than the loss of the heater itself. Consider replacing it with a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to leak, endless hot water for spa-like comfort, longer life, and backed by Navien's strong warranty. Before time runs out, visit tanklessmadesimple.com for the name of your Navien contractor.
Count on Navien.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It seems like we're in the minority, Steve. Everybody's spoiling the Avengers but us. Uh-oh. How is that possible? I'm the king of spoilers, and so far, we've done a good job on this show.
How are we the good guys?
Well, Patton Oswalt was on Kimmel last night, and he talked about what happens at the end of the new Avengers movie. Then they both joked that if you're a real fan, then you should have seen it by now, which I definitely agree. But there are those circumstances where people don't have a lot of cash, or they're waiting for it to come out. I mean, look, if you're waiting for it to come out on Blu-ray or on demand, good luck to you if you don't want it spoiled. But
if you're not able to see it in the theaters, I think you have to just give up on the fact that it's not going to be spoiled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, after 3 weeks, it's tough. Now, we've got the audio, but we have bleeped out the main spoiler that they say in the clip. Because
they do throw a little bit of another spoiler in there. So, I mean, it's like...
Yeah. Good
luck to you.
Yeah, sorry. So, anyway, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Avengers yet, this is Patton Oswalt, Jimmy Kimmel, joking about people and the whole stuff. Yeah.
My daughter has such a thing for Spider-Man. She loves Tom Holland. But she was bummed that, like, he kind of doesn't show up till the end of the movie. Like, why? She's like, why didn't he just come back sooner? Like, so that was the only thing that made her sad. Like, literally, like, dying and, these other... Sorry. And,
you don't know by now, you don't care.
Yeah, come on, guys, please, yeah. Don't act like, oh, come on! I was waiting for the DVDs!
It doesn't sound like he was intensely trying to ruin it. He was just sort of in the middle of a thought about how his daughter, there were other things that should have bothered her in the movie, and the only thing was that, hey, why did it take so long? That is a funny part of the movie because, when you're watching a movie, you don't know how much time has elapsed between scenes sometimes.
Right.
But it did seem, again, spoiler alert, but it did seem it took a long time for certain people to show up when I thought, hey, why haven't they shown up sooner? But then I realized, I guess some people, as we left it in the other movies, some people were off planet.
Yeah.
So I guess
transportation's difficult when you're in different planets.
Uber's got to be a long ride if you're trying to get it from another galaxy.
Well, especially when you're doing Uber Pool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had thought about that because you got Doctor Strange, you got Spider-Man. They were all off planet. So
surge pricing. I mean, it's a tough go.
I mean, and look, unfortunately, Captain Marvel can't give everybody a ride. So there's that, So I don't know what to. Yeah. And Danny's really up. Look, Danny's pissed at us because we spoiled it for him.
Well, he's going so mad. Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not going till next summer, Steve. Could you imagine if you were going to see the movie after, you're like, all right, let's go see Kimmel. We got tickets. All right, let's make a day out of it. After we're done with Kimmel, we'll go see the Avengers finally.
Oh, damn.
And then that happens. That'd be it would suck for them, but it'd be the greatest thing ever if I was sitting next to them.
Yeah,
you son of a bitch, Patton Oswalt.
I have one kind of like that. So there's the show, I'm sure you've heard of Firefly.
Oh, yeah.
It got canceled after one season and everyone's still pissed about it like a million years later. So they made a movie, Serenity, to kind of wrap it all up and make it all, pretty and clean. And there's a big...
Yeah, there's big stuff that happens at the end of that movie, yeah.
So during Comic-Con, you can buy tickets. We went to the Cinerama, and we could watch the movie. And I was waiting to watch the movie. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to... If I watch it, it's going to be over. Then I'm not going to have anything left. I was waiting for the perfect time, and I thought this was going to be the perfect time. They do a Q&A with the actor.
Oh.
And he says it before the movie. Granted, the movie's been out for however many years.
Okay,
but
so
I had never seen the movie.
You're the weirdo that goes, I just don't want it to end, so I won't watch the last thing.
Exactly. I need to find the special moment. moment. I found the special moment. And somehow I never heard that spoiler anywhere on the internet.
That's awesome.
Until he said it.
And that's amazing because, that's a pretty big death.
And ever since then, I see it everywhere now. But I was just like, wait, what?
What a bittersweet moment. You're like, yes, this is so cool. I'm going to finally see the movie.
And the actor's here.
And the actor is here. Oh, and the actor just spoiled it for me. You jerk.
I mean, you would assume everyone in that theater already knew.
Oh, they did.
Except me.
Yeah, everybody in the theater already
yelled at him.
And I'm sitting there looking at my friend. I'm like, wait, is that true? Does that really happen?
It's a joke, Vicky. It's
like,
fine.
are you an idiot? I'm like, I haven't seen it.
You should have yelled spoiler alert.
Oh, I should have.
He probably would have loved it.
Yeah.
He'd be like, really?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it yet? I'm like, no. He was my favorite.
I wish I could make fun of Vicky, but I have done that with certain books that I've read that I know it's the last one, so I don't want to finish it.
Oh yeah.
There was a book that I had. It was 5 years after it ended, and 5 years later I said I gotta finish this.
You just didn't want to have the closure.
Exactly. I loved the book. I just loved the whole series. It was a graphic novel, and I loved it. And I thought it's going to be done. This is it. I don't want. So I waited 5 years. So I can't really make fun of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I guess sometimes I'll slow down on my eating because I know the meal's about to be over and I don't want it to end.
And you always save your favorite part of the meal till the last
I try and slow it down, but not wait 5 years to finish that bite.
I'm with you, dude. I mean, that's why I can't really throw stones at Vicky because I'm that way. Which it makes no sense, but it makes sense, I guess. I don't know. I got issues. What can I tell you?
Me too.
Hey, congratulations. That's why we're all one big dysfunctional family. Mm-hmm. Danny is still pissed at us for spoiling Avengers. Look at the look on his face.
It's the worst thing ever.
You know what, Steve? I don't think he's going to talk to us for the rest of the show.
Well, I really don't blame him.
Nice.
Yeah, I heard
disrespectful.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard through that bleep.
Yeah. So now he knows death is a real thing in life.
Deep, man.
Deep, man. Here's something else that's really deep. Oh, maybe I shouldn't use that.
What?
A stripper. Yeah, that was pretty. Take two. A stripper was arrested for throwing a coconut at someone. Oh, yeah, this is the best Migs report ever. Steve's going to have it for you at 6:17.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks to the Shane Company for giving us the Migs Report, and happy National Mimosa Day.
Oh, really?
I'll throw a shot of vodka in there and make it a man-mosa.
Yeah. Man-mosa. Yeah, I like that idea. I can do a man-mosa.
They also do man-mosas with beer.
Oh. Ooh.
So you take like a Blue Moon, for example, and add a little bit of orange juice.
A Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
I like how you said that.
It's very hipster.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I'm that man enough.
You're not.
I'm not. I'll go for the vodka. I don't know if I'm going to go for the beer mosa.
Isn't orange juice and vodka a screwdriver?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious right now.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
A little champagne.
Yeah.
Man-mosa time.
Okay.
Do it.
It's also National Piercing Day, so maybe do yourself a favor. Go on YouTube, type in KSW piercing Migs. You'll get to watch me pass out when I got my eyebrow pierced many years ago.
Boy, that was disturbing.
And this clip of audio came from that.
I feel really lightheaded right now. I might pass out. Yeah, I'm gonna pass out, dude.
Whoa. And I'm out. And it looks like I died.
Dude, I listened to your voice. Of course, that was a long time ago.
It was.
Man, our voices do change, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
voice drop.
Yeah, I mean, not just like as a teenager, but it does keep changing. Damn.
I'm really lightheaded right now. I might pass out. Yeah, I'm gonna pass out, dude.
Whoa.
That's what you really do sound like. You sound like such a stoner.
I like that I warned them, though.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I wish you did that to me when you fell on one of my friends at a convention.
I thought it.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, I think I told the guy that was boring me, that was talking to me. I'm like, hold on a second, I'm about to pass out.
Oh, did you really?
And he's like, what?
Oh, I didn't hear that. Oh, all right. So then you are a conscientious passer-outer.
Did that get in your head if, like, you're talking to somebody and they're like, I'm so bored by your conversation, I'm about to pass out?
Yeah, that would get in mine.
Yes.
I realized, oh, God, I suck as a conversationalist.
I had a therapist like that. It was bad.
Yep.
Oh, it fell asleep on you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know the dude.
Oh, yeah, he fell asleep on me a couple times, too. I do know that guy. Yeah, dude, when you look over at the guy that's supposed to be paying attention to you, like when you're telling all your life's hopes and they're sleeping, you're like, well, I guess I'm such a jerk. The therapist doesn't even care.
Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to a family. It's just a bummer week. Everybody seems to be losing people in their lives.
Oh, man, yeah.
Somebody I know, one of my first friends when I moved out here, when I first started playing hockey, a guy by the name of John Warford, unfortunately had brain cancer and sadly passed away yesterday. And I just wanted to show some love for him. He would listen to the show whenever he was able to with his kids, and he was a great husband, great father, huge Huskies fan, and just the type of guy that after a hockey game you always had to get a beer with. Like, he was that dude. I mean, I can show you a picture. It's just kind of trippy. I found one of the pictures of us together back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, back when I had hair.
Oh, yeah, that was way back.
He was one of the first friends I had out here. Just a solid human being. And it's just, I was sad to see on Facebook. I haven't talked to him since, well, not that long ago. Back in October on my birthday, we talked a little bit. But it's just, man, terrible.
Yeah.
It's been a weird couple of weeks, man.
It really has, dude. And, and today I'm a bit of a mess because it's getting closer and closer to the services for my second mom. So it's just like, So
I just want to show some love for everybody that knew John Warford. He was a great guy. I mean, honestly, everybody that knew him loved the guy. He was the life of our hockey team, like, in a sense. Like, he was just the guy that would just light up the room whenever he walked in. So just a bummer, man.
Yeah, much love to the family.
I want to talk about this 36-year-old woman. Her name is Shanta. Unfortunately, they gave us her birth name and not her stripper handle because she's a stripper in Florida. And, good things happen. Man, we need to hit the Florida strip club scene.
Yeah, we do.
I feel like that's where all the good stuff happens. It was around 2 a.m. on Saturday. She was outside the strip club on the porch, and a guy walked by and just starts filming her. Kind of creepy.
Okay.
She told him to stop. He wouldn't, so she did what any stripper at 2 a.m. would do. She grabbed the coconut and threw it at him.
That's it.
The cops showed up, and she said, look, I'll be honest with you, I threw it, but I didn't hit him. And then she was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh, wow.
A coconut. And the cops told her that even though you're on the porch, you didn't have, quote, expectation of privacy. I guess if she did it in the club, it would be okay.
Yeah.
But because she was outside, the guy's filming. It's kind of weird. I'm not saying that you should hurt somebody because of it, but I don't really feel bad for that guy having a coconut thrown at him.
Yeah, it's like, why would you? Why? I mean, God, people just don't. Why can't people just be kind to each other? Why do you got to film somebody that don't want to be filmed?
This might be one of the odder stories. Oh, of course, this one happened, though, in Canada. There's a guy that's been wanted in Kamloops in British Columbia. He's a 27-year-old guy by the name of Jesse. Well, I guess they put out a most wanted segment on some show that's in Kamloops, and the guy goes on their Facebook page, that television station, and messages them and says, hey, newsflash, morons, I'm in Edmonton, and I'm not coming back.
Okay, then.
So they contacted the law enforcement in Edmonton, and they kept an eye out for him ever since, and last week they found him and arrested him.
Yeah, who's the moron now?
Isn't that great that he was that upset by the story that he's like, I'm not even in your town anymore?
Oh, man. That guy's a genius.
We have some very good news to share with you guys.
Okay.
Thank you to my news hound, The Rev, and all the texters that let me know. Mm-hmm. Golden Corral is finally open in Puyallup.
All right.
As of yesterday, it's now in the South Hill Mall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just watched the news special. It was pretty fun. Vicky and I were laughing. It was like, can we find anyone that's young that's waiting? It was like a line out the door.
Yeah.
But there was just a bunch of older people because it's, in the middle of the day.
Of course.
And it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. And that's the demographic, man.
I would have been there.
I know.
If I lived close to South Hill, I would have been there.
So when are we going? Yeah, right?
I got nothing going on this afternoon. Let's go.
Nice.
Or maybe we can make plans in the near future.
All right, fine.
I'm okay with that. That's like walking distance from my house.
Yeah.
Get all hopped up on fried chicken and
then go
ice
pet
cream.
Lulu.
And then walk home.
And then I can get my Then I can get my exercise in and walk the mall.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Wow. Hey, big acquisition by the Seattle Seahawks yesterday.
What we do?
Is they picked up a new backup quarterback.
Woo! That's cool.
They signed former New York Jets starting quarterback Geno Smith.
Oh, wow.
He's gonna be competing for the backup role because they also picked up Paxton Lynch, who was a first-round pick for the Denver Broncos back in 2016. So, I mean, good luck to those guys, and you'll never see any action on the field.
I can't even remember who our backup was last year.
Right?
I don't have I can't. If you ask me, I would lose that. I would lose that trivia contest.
Brett Hundley.
Yeah,
picked up in a trade with Green Bay.
I totally lost.
Exactly.
Wow.
He didn't do anything.
No, he didn't.
Apparently, the Golden Corral wait yesterday was 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's
2 hours
a week or so, maybe.
Yeah, we'll wait till it tones it down a little bit.
Dang, dude, that's Krispy Kreme Chick-fil-A kind of action right there.
3 much-needed points by the Sounders. Yesterday, they beat the Orlando City. They beat Orlando City 2-1.
Yep.
Mariners are at home tonight, taking on the Minnesota Twins. That's at 7 p.m.
Ooh, Twins are a good team.
NHL playoffs. The Sharks, big win in overtime, beating St. Louis 5-4. They have a 2-1 series lead, and that game was not without any controversy. Man, it just shows us how weird things are with certain rules. Certain things aren't reviewable. There's an obvious hand pass, which would be a whistle.
You're not allowed to do that.
You can't hand the puck over to one of your teammates. You can't push it with your hand. You can't throw it with your hand. The minute your teammate touches the puck, that means the play is dead. That happened in overtime. A puck was fluttering in the air. One of the players on the San Jose Sharks swats at it. It ends up on the stick of one of the other guys on the Sharks, who passes it to another guy who puts it in the net, wins the game.
Oh.
And they're like, what the hell is going on? They're saying hand pass that goes in the net is reviewable. A hand pass that goes to a player, not reviewable. Blues lose the game.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Terrible way to end the game.
Yeah, that's a horrible way to end the game.
Great game, and it ends that way.
Because you can stop the puck in midair with your hand and drop it to the ice like if it's flying around, right?
Yeah, you could stop it, swat it down, and then you can play it.
Yeah.
But if you swat it down and it goes to one of your teammates, play is dead.
Oh, okay.
Unless one of the other team's players touches it before it gets to that player. So if it nicks another player, then they've had it. Stupid rule, but...
Well, yeah, you think about football, of course, that horrible game for the Saints. There's some things where you go, wow, this obviously affected the game. You got to be kidding me.
And it was such an obvious swat at the puck. I don't know how the ref didn't see that. But once it goes in, they can't review that.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, that sucks. Tonight, your Boston Bruins have a chance to sweep the Carolina Hurricanes. We'll see what happens with that game tonight. As far as weather, 65 degrees and cloud, and some rain, some cloud. I can't speak today.
No, you're doing a good job. Thank you. Making me proud.
Hey, thank you, Como 4 News.
Yeah. I don't know if Como 4 News wants to be associated with what just happened over here with your newscast.
I will have to pass on that.
Yeah, there you go. Good
I
job.
will hand pass on that.
Oh, hand pass it, buddy.
Someone says, I don't care, go Sharks. Yeah, if you're a Sharks fan, who cares?
I get it. I mean, sure, I do understand that, but if you're a Blues fan, you're like, really?
Oh, the goalie for the Blues, man. He just took his stick and swung it at the boards.
Yeah.
He was not happy.
I don't blame him.
No.
Yeah, I mean, because that's why they don't allow it, because it's difficult enough to follow the puck without some guy swatting it all over the place.
Right.
Yeah, so, I don't blame him at all, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, well. Luckily, it doesn't matter. Maybe the Blues will be happy when they realize they don't have to face the Bruins. Because
luckily, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean,
only cost them a game.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, though, who wants to get embarrassed by the Bruins?
Oh, right.
So we're saving that. It's the Blues don't want to be.
So you just think the Bruins are the unstoppable force now?
Dude, they might be the best team that's ever played hockey in the NHL.
Wow. Not the Edmonton Oilers from back in the 80s or the New York Islanders from the 80s.
Not at all.
Detroit Red Wings and the Devils in the 90s.
Could be these guys could be the best team in sports ever.
Yes.
Yeah. Spoken from a bandwagon fan that's only started following them this season when they were in the playoffs after the first round.
No, you've been on board since day one.
I know. I feel badly because my buddy's a big fan. I had no idea how good the Bruins were this year. I just figured, you know what? They're going to lose to the Maple Leafs in the first round, and that didn't happen. And then all of a sudden I realized, actually they were the second best team in the NHL. Oh, damn. All right.
No, a lot of people were surprised. I think a lot of people expected the Maple Leafs to do a lot better than they did this year. Yeah, I mean, obviously they did great in the regular season, but they expected them to go a little bit further when they picked up Tavares on their team, and nope, that wasn't the case.
That wasn't the case at all, buddy. Best team ever. Your Boston Bruins.
I hope they lose tonight.
They probably will. I mean, come on.
I really do.
You know,
got the backup goalie. Looks like going to start for the Canes.
Yeah, and he did a better job.
Yeah, he's a good goalie.
Yeah, he did a better job. On Tuesday, forget about Tuesday. I'm not going to tell you about that. I just realized that it's close to Steve having to answer questions because yesterday Steve did get this one right.
Finish the saying, kill two birds with what?
Oh, that's with one scone.
No.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Yes. I like that you remember some of those PETA things.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? You are really animal conscious. I do appreciate that.
Don't feed a fed horse.
That's right, yeah. God, I forget all of those.
Those are the only two I remember.
Yeah, those are the only two I remember, too.
You want a shot at beating Steve? Okay, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
You know, one of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field. But one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.